Bonjour, bonjour, bienvenue sur ma chaîne YouTube PP World, vous êtes prêts au décollage? On va partir maintenant à Eindhoven, au siège européen de la marque culte, iconique Marantz. Alors au menu de la vidéo qui est très longue mais qui est chapitrée, je vais vous faire un petit tour d'horizon de la marque, c'est-à-dire on va aller dans l'historique de cette marque absolument incroyable qu'est la marque Marantz. En même temps on va parler du design, de tout ce qui a fait l'histoire de cette marque et on va en profiter pour découvrir l'enceinte Marantz Horizon. C'est une enceinte absolument incroyable, on va aller dans les coulisses de cette enceinte avec les designers, la partie technique, bref, une vidéo qui sera longue, qui est entièrement chapitrée, un véritable voyage initiatique au cœur de la marque culte, iconique Marantz. Mais attention, dans cette vidéo, vous n'aurez pas que du Marantz. On va parler également de Bowers & Wilkins, on va parler de Denon, on va parler de classé audio. Donc on va vraiment se régaler ensemble pendant, oh là là, plus de temps que ça encore. Allez, let's go, direction Eindhoven City. Le taxi est en vue. Il a de la gueule, hein. J'aime beaucoup. Voilà. Que du bonheur. Oh là là, mais c'est incroyable. Incroyable. Quel reportage. Je sens déjà que ça va être bien. On entre. Regardez, ça pose quand même. Mon pote David, qui est là. Voilà. Ça n'a pas dû coûter cher la pub déjà. Et regardez un petit peu, nous sommes chez Marantz. Moi, l'émotion est là, hein. C'est incroyable. Allez, on va rentrer. C'est de l'immersion, ça. Hein. Regardez, c'est le même qui est là et là. On y est. On y est enfin. J'ai envie de vous dire bonjour, même s'il y a eu une intro auparavant montée par Nico. Alors, parler d'une marque, pour moi, c'est vraiment plonger dans une histoire. J'ai jamais commencé un reportage en mettant comme ça, tiens, voilà la marque, bonjour, voilà tes packs. C'est pas comme ça que ça se passe pour moi. Il faut vraiment aller dans l'histoire d'une marque. Et ici, on va pouvoir le faire. On va pouvoir aller dans les anciens produits. On a vu des surprises tout à l'heure parce qu'on a fait une petite répétition. Et pendant que je fais mon trajet, regardez ce qu'on verra plus tard dans la vidéo. Vous allez vous régaler. Hein. On est carrément dans l'antre des dieux. Dans quelques instants, on va retrouver Oliver, qui va nous parler de l'histoire de Marantz. Hello, Oliver.
Hello, Pepe. How are you?
I'm fine. You can say hi to these guys.
Hello, everybody.
You are the guiding light today, Olivier.
Yes.
You got a great role.
So I talked with Pepe already, and what is the best place to start? We thought at the beginning. So let's have a quick look at the beginning of our beautiful brands, and we will start here in 1910. So 1910 means more than 110 years of experience in audio recreation. We start with Denon. And for many of you out there, you wouldn't know, but Denon is actually two words in Japanese together. It's denki and onkyo. Denki meaning electric and onkyo meaning sound. They used the D-E-N from denki and the O-N from onkyo and put it together, electric sound, meaning Den-on. And they started out as a gramophone company. They quickly went to Japan because in Japan at that time, they had beautiful craftsmen who were very good in working with wood. And that's what they used for their gramophones in the beginning. So 1910 was the start of Denon. Then Denon has always been a company of firsts. They were able to introduce a lot of new technologies for the first time ever to the audience. And we will go through the line to showcase a couple of these beautiful products. Now, if we go 1910, 1920, 1930, 1940, all the way up until 1950, that's where we will start with Marantz. That's when Saul B. Marantz in New York, in his kitchen, on his kitchen table, he wasn't satisfied with audio equipment at that time, and he searched for better components himself to create something he thought the market was needing. So he created his own product, which was the audio consulate. Now, Pepe, he sold that product for $168 in 1953. Guess how many did he sell to all his friends?
Two. Millions.
No, at that time he sold 100, and he used that money to start Marantz as a company altogether. So we're very thankful that he did it. Then he started his company in New York, but he had his roots also in Japan. So that's why we always refer to our heritage by Japan. Both Denon and Marantz products are being created in Japan by our engineering teams over there.
It's good that you say it, because when I talk to my friends, they always say Denon and Marantz, they are American. They are not Japanese. This is so incredible to think that.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing, but then you know a little bit more. Exactly. So here you see some beautiful products. The Model 5 from Marantz, which is a light amplifier with bulbs. We have a couple of the beautiful history products to highlight certain aspects. Then here we have the Denon combination, the A110, and this is showcasing 110 years of what Denon is capable. So a beautiful finish in a color which isn't available in any of the regular products. Then we
Stop. Can you talk about one thing? Yes. I'm so sorry about this. Because when I checked this, there was one surprise here. The surprise is the world's first CD player. I always thought it was Sony.
Yeah, so you are right, Pepe. Sony was the first CD. They introduced the first CD player which was accessible to the public. But in fact, the first CD player altogether was the Denon DN3000F in 1980 already.
Yeah,
so very cool.
So many great things.
We are looking at a beautiful picture over here, but we have something installed for you. We have one of those units right over here. And this is one of the first we ever introduced, and it's still operational today.
Can I push here or whatever?
You can push, but it's not connected, so it won't open, unfortunately. But we still have the power cable at the back to connect it. And
then you put the CD inside.
If we would like it, yes, indeed, it's a top loading
system. For the radio stations?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, hey. You
so
can edit things and have some to skip here. Oh my God, you can change the speed or whatever.
Yeah, maybe you will have some viewers who are a little bit older who still realize.
I'm old, by the way, but I'm not that old.
Maybe they saw it with their grandparents or somebody who was active in the professional world. But it's a beautiful device.
Incredible.
So you'll see that every decade you go along, you will see new products being introduced, and there's a lot of firsts on the Denon part, and there's a lot of bests on the Marantz parts. For instance, the CD63, the first Marantz CD player ever released, also in 1982.
On Philips brand was the same one?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
And you got the first, maybe, Laserdisc player?
Yeah, exactly. This was one of the first ones. Very nice. So again, for Denon, one of the first. Here you see a picture of the Shirakawa works. So that is the actual facility where all these beautiful products are being created.
I want to go there.
It's a beautiful place to go.
I don't care. I want to go there.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I don't care. I want to go there.
Even the people, and that's a beautiful story, you will always think like there's certain things in such a factory which are very nice, but even the guys who are packaging our products, they do it with so much reverness and so much proudness that it's a job on its own already.
I can tell you one thing. Are you sure? Are you prepared? I got this one.
Wow.
At home.
It's
a projector.
Yeah, it's very, very cool that you have one of those.
Yeah,
still.
yes, I bought it.
That's one of the few units.
I was very young, you know.
I don't even have in my old stock.
Because you do not work at Marantz. I do.
It's before of my time.
Oh, sure. I'm not that old, I told you. Don't insult me. Okay, it's so nice to see this. It's so incredible. We were there, whatever. I mean, can you talk about THX? You were just involved in the THX
Yes, we
program.
were very well involved in the THX program. And also now all our processors, all our AVRs, they support all the different audio formats, meaning Audio 3D, Dolby Atmos, IMAX Enhanced, MPEG 360 Reality Audio. Every sound format is supported, and we were mostly one of the first to help introduce these technologies and sound formats all together.
I want to tell you one thing. I'm not surprised, but you worked a lot around the CD and the CD, something very organic to you.
Yeah. Yes, for sure, because a lot of people think nowadays CDs are obsolete. I'm one of the big fans of CD, and especially Super Audio CD, SACD. Why? We live in a day and age of streaming, and I know that streaming is super easy to do. You take out your smartphone or your tablet, you press one button, and it starts to play. But when it comes to high-end audio, I feel that the quality you can get from CDs and Super Audio CDs is still better than the things we now are able to do with streaming. It all starts with the source. And although we have streaming applications like Qobuz, but on these CDs, we do feel and that's something we can test out today together.
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
And that's why I started.
I can tell you something, Olivier. It's a psychological feeling, because you put the record, you put the CD here. True. Oh my God, it's going to be better than the streaming. And you cut the vinyl. Oh my God, it's going to be better.
No, vinyl not.
No, shut up. I know, but you know, I really do enjoy CD, SSCD, and everything. But quite frankly, I do have real good sound quality with lossless music. I mean, and everything. Apple Music.
It is definitely getting there, but I feel for certain people who are really into the high end, and then I'm talking people who have spent more than 50,000 euros on their speaker system.
Yes,
these type of people, they typically still have their CDs, and I feel bad.
I do have my CD player.
I do feel bad if people say like, I'm not going to use them anymore, because
I use it, and I use streaming.
So I do feel there's a raison d'être for streaming, for sure. But CDs are not yet obsolete.
So they are not obsolete. I still buy CDs and everything, but I use both. I mean, physical and non-physical.
And I'm very happy to see that a lot of younger people are getting back into do vinyl to start, but also all the new DJs, they start to bring out their singles again on vinyl. So I think that is coming back a little bit more, and that's something we need. We see that the audiophile market we operate in, it's no longer growing anymore. We see that a lot of young people, they have a little bit of a fear to step into passive audio, high-end audio. Everybody is overwhelmed with the small and cheap Bluetooth speakers that think they give you the same feeling, but music is emotion. And I can play a song on my smartphone, the same song on a passive high-end set, and my hairs will come up goosebumps. And that's being done by good quality, by a good passive speaker system and good components.
Je like you so very much. Tout ce qu'il a dit est vrai. And you know that. Oliver, mechanism, amplifier, I want to talk about this. I mean, the headphones.
The headphones.
This one is beautiful. I know it so very well.
It is still being produced today. So from 2010, the majority of the brands started to create headphones. I mean, headphones is a way to enable people to take their great quality sound in their homes and take it on the road, take it on the go. Even if you're commuting to your job, if you're walking your dog, it's always much more fun when listening to music. And the Denon D9200 is one of the best headphones ever made. I have
Legendary.
one here. Legendary.
I just come back from Japan.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I've been to the Denon booth at Yodobashi, and you got so many nice products, and this one is there.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
I have one here as well, and it's one of the best we've ever created. The only downside the only issue for some younger people is it's a wired headphone. And a lot of people nowadays, they want to have the ease of use from a headphone which is wireless. But again, then you have the discussion, which is best, with or without the wire. But that's something for later.
I've got the answer. Regarding wire or not wire, I've got the answer. But you got this also.
Yes. So
you say no to everything, but you've got this here on the PDF and everything. Come on, Oliver. How can you do that to me?
So you see all these electronic components, they're shifting into products which offer more ease of use and flexibility. So we have over-ear headphones, we got on-ears, we're stepping away from that, and we have in-ears as well. And one of the truly amazing things we've done, this is an in-ear from Denon, the Denon Pearl and Pearl Pro, which offer every person to listen like they perceive sound. Every ear is different. I'm much bigger than Pepe, but he's much nicer and better looking than me. But we perceive sound differently. If you're male, female, young, old, thick, thin, it has an impact on how you perceive sound. And this has an algorithm.
The form and the size and the shape of your bones here.
It's true. And we do not only analyze the inner ear canal, we go one step further. So if you are a baby and you need to test if a baby can hear, you use something which is called autoacoustic system. And that is sending out like a radar, something inside the ear, and we get our feedback from that. And then we can see if the baby can hear. He cannot say, yes, I can hear this tone. And that's a similar approach we took to this, to measure everybody's ear and even behind the ear canal to give you personalized sound for you specifically, which is a wonderful feature in my opinion.
You need 2 microphones for that per ear.
Exactly.
I know everything. Now, let's talk about home theater, home cinema systems. You got so many things. I mean, the same classy way of doing things. It's huge, it's big, it's beautiful. What is it?
It's a great question you ask me, PP, because a lot of people, they say AVR and they know there's so many different things. For Marantz only, you see here 6 different AVRs and they all do the same thing. They get people into an immersive sound format, meaning surrounding channels and even high channels. Now here we display the differences between both of our brands, Marantz and Denon, because they are both active in the AVR space, but there's a huge difference between both brands. Although they are being created in the same factories, there's a completely dedicated engineering team to handle all these things.
I mean, if people want to understand what is the difference between Marantz and Denon, how can you say? I mean, one is more for, large audience, for what we call in France, le grand public.
For the grand public.
Le grand public, and this one is for, like, someone in very hi-fi style, home cinema, very classy.
I would always say, like, if you make a comparison, Marantz is like a table light. It gives very soothing lighting for you and me where we are sitting. Denon is more like a spotlight. It can create very broad and big bright lights somewhere in the distance. So it's for a larger group. Marantz is more tailored, a little bit more warm, a little bit more detailed, and Denon are more volume products, meaning they want to offer the best bang for buck proposition.
I've got Denon myself.
Okay.
I do have Denon. I really love it. But I'm always been in love with this product. Very, the old school design, really suits me, by the way.
And even if you go very deep into the build-up of the products, you'll see that for Marantz, they even utilize copper screws at the sides where that are zinc screws. So the most minute differences are being felt.
And the main differences is in my hand, by the way. It's the money. Then, come on. I mean, let's see the other ones. Yes. I mean, the ones I do know so very well.
Yes, exactly.
The Denon brand.
The Denon brand. And this is where you see the difference. So it's a much more generic look and feel. It's how you think an AVR would feel. The products of Marantz are more to be seen. This could easily be hidden away. It doesn't need to be, but a lot of people tend to buy these products and put them into a cabinet anyway. With Marantz, you get these products which have a beautiful finish. So they cry a little bit for attention, like, look at me. It's majority of the people have the speakers visible, but their amplifiers hidden. With Marantz, we try to change that fact.
I understand very well the difference between both. I mean, maybe in another part of the video, we're going to talk about IMAX, I mean, DTS, Dolby Atmos. Regarding the specifications of these two, I mean, even this one or this one are both totally compatible with Dolby Atmos, IMAX, and everything. The same kind of proposition.
Yes, they all start at a 7.2 configuration, meaning they will support 7 channels and 2 subwoofers. And the higher you go up into the assortment, you will go up to 13 channels and 4 subwoofers. And then the main difference is Denon tries to get it all in one box. So this is a preamplifier and a power amplifier all together. Marantz goes up to 11 channels, and then they go into separate amplifiers, so preprocessor and power amplifier.
It's really like a hi-fi philosophy, and this one is another one.
Yeah.
This is another point.
This is an all-in-one ease of use for the general public. Exactly. A lot of bang for buck proposition here. Now, all these products you see here, they have to be connected to something. And the majority of people who have AVRs, not everybody has the option, but they are quickly looking at the things behind us over here, which is integrated solutions. So speakers which are meant to be built into either a wall or a ceiling. And you'll see here for Bowers and Wilkins, we have 2 different shapes. We have circular speakers and we have square or rectangle speakers. And the main difference is with a square speaker or a rectangle, you can pinpoint where you want to have the sweet spot. The circular ones are for high channels to come because they have a broad dispersion. It's like a secondary sound. Okay. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And you know, so many houses now newly built with the system integrated, prepared with the wire and everything, and just people get into the living room, everything is prepared, they have to put this. It's so easy to do it right now.
Exactly, yeah. We are, in the future, we will do some very cool new stuff with Bowers & Wilkins. I'm not allowed to talk about it right now, but you have a scoop here. We are doing something new on the backsides. Because a lot of customers, they ask for a couple of things. First of all, a lot of people who want custom install speakers don't even want to see it. They want it completely hidden. Now, for Bowers & Wilkins, you know, we are a brand revert for our quality in sound, so we feel like it should be visible at least to get the best possible sound. But we do work around that the fact you don't see the speaker. You only see 2 millimeters coming out of the cabinet, and we even have a plaster up to kit to make it completely flush with the Hyproc or the plaster kits you are using. And the higher you go up in the assortment, you'll see that you will have 2 tweeters to get 1 stereo sound out of a single speaker, or even speakers which have a movable tweeter to pinpoint it to different areas in the listening position itself.
So practical to do that.
So if you place it in top of you, you point it downwards. If you place it in front of you, you can switch it 15 degrees, and it comes with an EQ button over here, so you can put it on 1, 2, and 3, so you can easy pinpoint.
I've never seen this before, just like that. I mean,
that's to create the beautiful sweet spot we all have.
Okay.
And I want to stress that sweet spot. That's something we always see with typical passive loudspeakers. You have left and right, and then the amplifiers in the middle, and then you create a sweet spot, which is the best listening position. Later on, I will show you the newest product of Marantz, which is the Marantz Horizon and Grand Horizon. First time that we introduce an active speaker system, and that takes away all that problem with that sweet spot. It's actually a speaker which you can place wherever you want to get adequate sound wherever you are.
Regardez comme c'est beau. C'est iconique et c'est beau. Et attention, attention, maintenant c'est une autre partie de la vidéo. On va aller vers une histoire plus récente qui s'inspire évidemment de l'histoire ancienne de Marantz. On va retrouver à nouveau Olivier dans une pièce ici qu'on a cachée. C'est un showroom, pour qu'il y ait un peu de suspense quand même quelque part, vous connaissez, pour voir ces nouveaux produits qui vont vous rappeler des produits tout à fait existants. Et voilà, regardez un peu ce qu'on vous offre. Olivier avec.
Bienvenue Pepe. Welcome everybody.
I can't wait for you to tell me more about this, because, I mean, to me, it's like a genuine act in Marantz, because I knew this product before, and see them come back again in that shape. is totally amazing. Can you tell me more about this?
Yes, happy to. So we're here in the high-end audio demonstration room where we're actively showcasing the new Marantz 10 series. And these three products are taking Marantz back to reference high-end audio. It was since 2016 when we introduced PM10, and we have now here in the middle the new Model 10, which is the best amplifier Marantz has ever built. It is not only one product, it comprises out of three products altogether. We have behind Pepe the beautiful SACD 10, which is
the best in the world. You told me, very humble. He's always humble. The best in the world. Look at it.
It's true. In my opinion, it's probably the best CD player ever to be built by Marantz. And then on the right-hand side over here, we have, last but not least, the Link 10N preamplifier streamer. So at this level, we also have the streaming possibility. So for me, probably the best match would be those two, but for other people like Pepe, the best match would be probably these two. So what we see here in the middle is a beautifully designed integrated amplifier. It's completely balanced from input to output, and we have something truly amazing. If you come closer to the product, you'll see that we have an open grill mesh structure, which allows the customer to see what's inside this product. We are so proud about what the engineers were able to do that we even added some LED lighting on the inside to make it that more obvious. Of course, for people who are more traditional, like perhaps Pepe is, you can turn down those lights as well.
Music and lights, it's incredible. It's totally incredible. Amazing design.
All right, so we talked about the Model 10. I want to talk a little bit about the super audio CD player, the SACD 10. Now, if you look at this product and you try to pick it up, Pepe, if you want to, it's super
I'm not a strong
heavy.
Man, but
Try it. It's possible, but
it's possible. I'm going to break my back.
Probably one of the most heavy CD players ever to be produced, and we're one of the few companies out there who still produce our own CD transports. So we feel with Marantz we have a real raison d'être to be in this space. We were a part of Philips when the CDs were invented. We were one of the first companies to introduce a CD player, the Marantz CD63 in 1982. So this is everything we know and learned in all those years put in together in one beautifully finished box. So let's move up to next to the big boy, to the Link 10N. Now, where people would say this is a very high-end streamer, I would beg to differ, because this is not only a high-end streamer, this is also a complete dedicated preamplifier. So the Model 10 has the option to only operate in power amp mode, and then you could use the Link 10N as a complete preamplifier, where you would separate the power amplification and the processing, which is always better to have no interference within the same cabinet. It's a full color display, it's high res. So
it's totally a piece of art. I mean, this one must be very heavy
as well.
But the heaviest it must be this one.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a true dual mono amplifier. So it is not a typical class AB amplifier, it's a switching amplifier. So for people who know the PM10, they know that we used Apex amplifiers. We are now working together with Purify, and we're actually one of the few competitors out there, or suppliers out there, who work together with Purify to create these beautiful mono amplifier modules with our engineers ourselves, instead of buying the Eigentakt module. If you look inside, you will also see there's a lot of separation between all the elements. We use a lot of heavy copper inside, so it's actually like a couple of different devices built into one with the best possible separation. You will not even see a single cable throughout the device, because we use copper bus bars to make all these connections to get the best possible signal transmission.
Is it handmade in Japan?
A lot of things are handmade, of course, in Shirakawa, Japan, and every unit is sound tested by the sound master Yoshinori Ogata-san. Even looking at the front display, you will see that it has a complete 360-degree LED light built into it. So it tries to capture the attention because it's meant to be seen. And of course, again, you can turn off those lights, giving a more traditional look and feel of the products altogether. We are now looking at them in the beautiful champagne, the Marantz champagne finish, but these are also available in the beautiful black finish. So that's a beautiful super audio CD from Freddie Cole. And look at how smooth everything works. And also the SACD will display all the metadata. So you will see the track list, and you will also see the progress of the song, but how far you are in the song. So if you press play, you will see that it will start to run, and at the bottom you will see the entire length of the song, which is not typically anymore available with a lot of the CD players out there. They will give you the transmission of how far we are, but not how far we're still to go. And you can check in between all the different inputs, from line ins all the way to recorder and to power amp, a balanced and an unbalanced one. And as we said before, the Model 10 is being created completely balanced from input to output. Although there are RCA connections at the back, that will be changed into a balanced signal coming into it.
I've got a very vulgar question, I can tell you. This is
a vulgar question?
Yeah, totally. Because we are just talking about hi-fi and super luxury products. I mean, is it compatible with HEOS? And do you have any app to control this?
Yes, great question, and glad that you asked it.
Because, I must do it.
Exactly. Because we are now in the high-end audio space, we feel comfortable that with the Link 10N, which is completely operating on the HEOS technology, as we saw with the Marantz Horizon and Grand Horizon, or all the other Denon, Marantz and Classe enabled, network-enabled products altogether. So we have one single application to utilize this. This is already showing now the title functionality. So HEOS is supporting title already, and we will soon be introducing Cobus into the HEOS application as well.
Thank you for Cobus in France. Come on. This is mostly the end of the beginning.
Exactly.
Tell me everything about this thing. It's so beautiful. We are here for that.
Exactly. So we took it upon ourselves to end with something very new. And for Marantz, that means an active speaker. Marantz has been active since 1950 with creating amplifiers, preamplifier CD players, but they're now stepping into active speaker systems. So remember when I said in the beginning that a lot of young people are sometimes a little bit afraid to go into passive loudspeakers. Why? If you combine a great brand of haut-parleurs, of speakers, with an inferior brand of amplifiers, you don't get the best potential. If you use two great qualities of electronics and speakers with a bad cable, you don't get the best potential. And a lot of people are a little bit afraid because there's so many different speaker brands, amplifier brands, and what have you. So here, the decisions have been made by our engineering team. They said, this is one system with amplifiers built in, with all the connectivity you need. The speakers are put inside these products, and it's brought to you in a beautiful design. This design is made to complement your interior. And let me show you a lot of things more about this product, because this is only one of the 3 colors we offer and only one of the 2 sizes we offer. So let me take you to the entire Horizon.
My pleasure.
Range.
Is it the first time you build a thing like that, or more or less?
We had the audio console, which was a docking station from Marantz, which, let's be honest, wasn't the most successful one. It was very good, but it was at a time that docking was, people were stepping away a little bit from docking. They wanted wireless, so it was a little bit too late to market. But with this product, it has been future-proofed to the max, meaning that the next few technologies which will come to life are already in this one. It has one of the best chipsets we have in all the products available right here. It has the latest and greatest iOS 7 module, which is, of course, the HEOS modules we have in all our appliances. And this has the latest and greatest. So,
thumbs up, Olivier. Thumbs up. These are the brand new products that you talked about.
Yes.
Are they really the same regarding the characteristic or not?
Yeah, so it's something we try to do in a different way. So every Marantz product has this signature Marantz signature sound. And all these products have been mastered by our sound master, Ogata-san. So this means this is the first active speaker system. We offer them in 2 different sizes. We have a smaller one and we have a larger one. This is the one we call Marantz Horizon, and this is what we call Marantz Grand Horizon. So it's very easy. They are available in 3 different colors. We have a light version, which is Moonray. We have a very beautiful beige version, which is champagne. And we have the Midnight Sky, which is a darker version. All made to complement the interiors of our customers' houses already. Now, these type of products are created to be positioned anywhere in the house and provide adequate music wherever you are. So remember when I talked about these passive loudspeaker systems, they work with that sweet spot right in the middle, in the front of the speakers. Now here we can play sound, and wherever you are, it will give you great quality. Why? Because the drive units we implemented in these units,
how many drive units you got?
For instance, we have 8 on the Grand Horizon and 6 on the regular.
I got a question.
Yes.
I mean, we talk about sweet spots. You talk about putting the product wherever you want to have a sweet spot.
Yep.
I mean, does it work in stereo? I mean, in 3D audio, how does it work? Do you have a microphone to have some testing and everything? How does it work?
So, great question to start with. But it is capable of doing more than only one thing. So, first off, we have dispersion of our drive units, meaning the ones on the side are diverted to the sides. The one in the top is diverted to the top. So, it uses a little bit of reflections. It uses a little bit of stereo processed sound to give you a nice stereo sound from one single device.
But now, it is does it analyze the play? place? I mean, and something like microphone to know where it is. I mean, the place can be huge, big, small.
Exactly.
Do you have something to make an analysis?
So we can fine tune everything. So it will come fresh out of the box in the auto mode, which is just every fine tune setting at the medium level. And then we entered with My Mirage, which is a unique asset within HEOS, which will enable you to put more focus on the tweeters, to put more focus on the bass or on the mid-range, or to put more focus, small speaker in a big room, send out that sound to envelop the people in that big room.
That was my question.
So they thought about a lot of things, and that's something we can actually show. So if you look at this small one over here, and when I open up my HEOS application, you will see that everything I do will be visually enforced on the actual device. So the warmth is taken away, the color will be blue, and when I swipe to the right, you'll see that the color will come to warm orange, meaning putting more emphasis on the bass and the mid-range. If we do the same for space, you will see that the stereo processed sound will go much more to the sides and much more linear. And then the last one is clarity. And clarity has to do with putting focus on the high frequency tweeters, which are real silk dome tweeters. So everything you do on your device is visually enforced on the product. So even for older people who are doing something, they can always see that something is actually happening on the device. And as Pepe already touched it, it's a complete touch ring array, meaning if I put my finger here, you will be able to put more volume, or if I put my finger lower, you will see that the volume will go down. I can even press play pause at the touch interface button here at the back, or skip a song or go one back. Now the majority of people use these products, like you said, in one use case. You ask, is it possible for stereo? These products are enabled to position them in one left and one right with a clean separation of left and right channels. So you can use two smaller ones and create a stereo sound from two devices. Now you see that they will come with their own dedicated real marble bass, but we also offer the opportunity to put a tripod under the small ones. Exactly, or even use a wall bracket for either the big or the small one to place it against the wall. So I could imagine people who have a beautiful television to place one left and place one right, because they come with an HDMI ER connection at the back. So you're able to stream via...
Like a soundbar.
Exactly. Like even RCA connections, okay. USB-C, you name it.
I still need to understand one thing. Working alone, is alone, the product is alone, does it work in stereo alone? Totally stereo.
Yeah, it is.
And you can pair and have left and right, I mean, with the pairing.
Yeah, so it is possible to have one speaker to play stereo modus. Then you just need to be at least 1 meter away from the product.
Okay, I understand better now.
Because we have calculated, if you are close to a speaker, the tweeters need to be 60 centimeters away from each other.
Thank
and
you for
that's
that.
exactly why a Zeppelin on the backside over there
I had it.
are 60 centimeters wide.
The old one I had it with my AirPod. You know.
Nice.
I was so young. I was so young.
So here it comes with a load of cool features, but everything we've done on the inside has been built in-house. So we use Marantz gravity drivers. And why do we call them gravity drivers? Because they are all...
Because you love the movie.
No, because we all use neodymium magnets, which create such a pulling force that we call them gravity drivers.
How many years, I mean, does it take, I mean, to build something like this in R&D? I mean, it takes a long time.
It takes a long,
2-3
long
years?
time. More
than that?
Yeah, for sure.
More than the Zeppelin? I mean, it takes 3 years.
I mean, the business case about this product could take 2-3 years, but before you can start a business case, you will need to have the technology available, and that took a lot of time as well. So we have HEOS now for over 14 years. It is all driven on HEOS, so it takes a lot of time to get these type of products up and running. They ask a high value price, but they offer a lot of bang for that as well, because it's a beautiful finish, it's made to complement your house, and you don't need any knowledge of audio to buy into this.
I mean, you can pair one product or two products with a TV. Can you pair the product with other things like a power amplifier, something like that? It's EOS? What is it?
So it has a Kinch connection at the back, so RCA, red and the white connection. So if you have like a CD player, you can connect your CD player and it will play your CD directly.
Okay.
USB-C at the back, any content you have stored on a turntable, then you need an extra amplifier, an external amplifier. That's true. So as I talked, these products are also driven on our HEOS software, meaning if you have this product, it will work with any Denon, Marantz or Classe HEOS-enabled product you already have in your household. So you're not buying into a new technology and you need to forget everything you already own. You can add this to the assortment you already have. And I can imagine in your living room where you invite people to come over, you want something beautiful. But in your hallway, in your smaller rooms like toilets and bathrooms, you could easily buy a much smaller device.
I want to ask you one question. One proper question. Oliver, take a
Deep breath.
Take a deep breath. I look at the products. I know your brand. I know you. Can you tell me about the price of the small one first?
The small one is 3,500 euros.
Small one for your toilets. And this one, the big one.
The big one will retail at 6,000 euros.
Have a good day. It's worth it, by the way.
So I understand where Pepe is going for. For that amount of money, you can really buy a lot of...
A full system.
But then you need to think about the things. If that full system is not working correctly, do you know enough to change it? Do you know enough to fix it? You will never have these problems with these type of products. It's all being created for you to ease of use. You only need a smartphone. You don't need any knowledge about hi-hat audio to get the best out of these systems.
You put it, you plug it.
Exactly. We do offer very low-priced active speakers. This is our solution for a lot of people we are now currently missing. We have a lot of rich people in the world who love audio but are not into high-end audio. So with these type of products, we try to reach those people who are more into nice design, look and feel, and he's already touching it. This is what this product does. It invites people to come closer. Even the fabric, if you zoom into it, it has some kind of movement built into it. Even if I go one step further, and maybe it's visible on the camera.
Spiral.
If I put my light on it, it will even capture the light on certain angles. And that's because we use...
It glitters
and it shines. We have a lutex thread woven into it.
Clubs.
Exactly. So it will capture the audience wherever you are. And if you put it in a nice position in your household, it's really uplifting the entire interior of the house.
Is that yours?
That's everyone's.
That's everyone's a good answer. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Who are you?
My name is Begum Tomruk. I'm the Industrial Design Director, Creative Director of the Marantz, Barbers & Wilkins and Casques luxury performance brands.
Okay, my first question is going to be, maybe you used to have a career before getting into the Marantz team. What did you do before, before getting here?
I was born in Istanbul. I studied industrial design there at Mimar Sinan Fine Arts University. And then I decided to move to Germany for a career reason. So I have been working for Grohe for 10 years, sanitary ware industry, designing faucets, shower systems, bathrooms. It's very interesting to switch from sanitary ware industry to audio industry.
My question is going to be there. Before getting here, in kind of area, did you know that kind of brand? Did you know the audio? Are you a fan of the audio? Did you know Bowers and Wilkins or not at all, and Marantz and all the stuff?
Of course, I knew the brands because these are great brands, heritage brands, so they have the legacy. And I was so excited to be able to work for those brands, because I love music. I played piano for so many years. So all my family, they were into music. I was going to concerts and I was always being part of that experience, also recordings and everything. So here I am now.
For how long, do you work in this company now?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. It's quite new, by the way.
It's quite new.
Then you came here. There was a kind of design that was existing at this time. You came here. Look at the design. And in which way did you plan to reorganize or to rejuvenize all of this? Did you get your own ideas what you want to do? What is your inspiration regarding all that stuff? Do you have any inspiration for that? Or do you go by a kind of instinct, an artistic instinct?
I think, first of all, it's very important to understand the brand. If we are talking about Marantz, you need to know how the story started and where it's going. Without knowing the history or the legacy, it's hard to imagine a future or really do a rejuvenation for a brand. If you always look from the brand's eye, look at the brand identity.
It looks like an eye, by the way. Look at it.
The inspiration
of iris,
that,
and this is an eye.
Yeah, there is a purpose for that. It's not only for giving an iconic look and feel, but it's also about the brand DNA, the porthole that we saw in Marantz amplifiers. Like, if you look at the Model 9, you will see the beautiful porthole detail. So that's an icon of the brand that people recognize immediately. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to make a story around that and here the shape is inspired by the porthole icon of the Marantz brand. And it also has a function because due to the driver positioning of that form, it's giving you the stereo sound. So it has a purpose.
I mean, my question is going to be very simple regarding your job. I don't have the chance to interview people like you all the time because I'm a technical person. But when people are working on technical things, I mean, they are engineers in R&D, they think about the speakers maybe here. But how do you work with these people to make this at the end? I mean, it's very complicated. You got their ideas of how to put the loudspeakers here, the kind of shape, and you come here and say, this is my idea. Sometimes is there any confrontation between their ideas and your ideas at the end?
It was amazing how this progressed during that, because we always had challenges, in terms of dimension, size, how the drivers are positioned.
You get an idea, they get an idea. How do you come to make them suit?
It's a development process. So it's all about testing. So we had to go through a lot of iterations until we came to the final position. And you have to also listen to the product and hear how it sounds. And then it's always back and forth. You have to test it.
For how long? I mean, it's 1 year, 2 years?
It's more.
It's more.
But
it's what? More?
Yeah, it's developing something fresh. It's not easy. So everything that we have inside, that's a new technology.
Yep.
It had to be developed. So I would say 3 years development, back and forth, very fun progress. I would say, especially the fabric development itself.
Yes.
I could say more or less 1 year, because you have to do a lot of tests. You have to study the color. You have to study the pattern.
How many iterations? I mean, 10, 20 iterations? More than that?
More. And of course, we also had to work with 3 different color variations.
Yep.
Align the pattern, work with the lurex material that gives you this beautiful shimmery look and feel. And what we wanted to do was creating a depth on the fabric, but giving the acoustic transparency as well, and creating a tactility, which is also part of Marantz design DNA. Tactility in sound, but tactility also in color, material, and finish.
And my question is going to be very simple. We are here at Marantz and Bowers and everything. Can you tell us more about, do you work on any kind of secret project, a trade secret or something like that? Because, I mean, it's finished now. It's maybe 3 years or 2 years of your life doing this with the team. You are not alone to do this. It's a wonderful piece of art. I can tell you, I'm just here. That is fantastic. This portal is great. It's a stargate of the sound. But, I mean, do you have any plans to do something different? Do you want to do something revolutionary in this company? I mean, you got so many ideas.
Of course, we have some dreams. So we have our Marantz star. We call it North Star. So we have to respect that. And of course, there are things that I can't talk about here. But we have a strategy. So we opened a new door with Marantz Horizon and Grand Horizon. So we wanted new generations and the new target group basically to understand and experience great sound, because we have 70 years of heritage. We are in the beginning a hi-fi brand, and now we move towards our new horizon, which I think not every brand can achieve.
I understand that. Do you feel, you're going to say yes to my question, I'm going to tell you, do you feel this is a new area for Marantz? I mean,
yes, absolutely.
Everything is said. This is a new area. And thanks to you for that.
Thanks to the team, because this was a team effort. Internal, in-house design team and external efforts. And also a great effort by the engineering teams. We had our sound master, Ogata-san, also did the sound tuning of that. We have the sound master mode in the HIOS app that you will later hear.
Can't wait. Thank you so very much. I can't wait to see your future in design.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
C'est génial, on va continuer. On va continuer la visite avec Oliver. Oliver!
All right, Pepe, let's follow us. Go
okay,
upstairs to
you
the training
again.
facility. Yes.
You're
exactly.
the guide in light. I can see that. Where are we going right now?
So I'm taking you into the new training facility for Massimo Consumer, and we will, of course, first stop here at the beautiful flagship speaker by Bowers & Wilkins. The Nautilus, the one and only.
It's incredible. This one is incredible.
This is one of the few speakers in existence which is still being produced 30 years after its first introduction.
I dreamt about it.
So
many
3
times.
decades.
3 decades, my age. It's so good. But tell me more about this. I mean,
So this is one of the most elaborate designs we ever had, because everything we've done on this speaker 30 years ago is still active today. To give you an example, if you look at this speaker, it's a 4-way speaker, meaning you will have 4 drive units in the front. Now, the majority of the people, they realize that music always exists out of 3 tones:
Yes.
high, mids, and lows. The purists among us, they will say that mid-frequency is so large, you can split it up into mid-high and mid-low, and that's what you see here. Now, we mathematically, through science, we calculated that the length of the Nautilus tube you see at the front should be 30 centimeters to get rid of any unwanted energy for high frequencies. Now, 30 years later, we introduced the new 800 series. Now, you could see that this one is exactly the same size as the one there in the top. So after 30 years, we still utilize the same technology we introduced 30 years ago.
Oliver, can you tell me about this? Because this is something very surprising. I mean, the shape of this is the shape of your ear inside. This is so amazing what you did.
It's crazy. Actually, they dedicated, so they set the frequency to kill it out on the backside. Every speaker you will always hear, it's a drive unit making movement to the air. Now on the backside, air is also coming into movement. You want it to die out as quickly as possible. We have 30 centimeter Nautilus taper tube for high frequencies, 60 centimeter for the mid-high, 90 centimeter for the mid-lows. But for the bass, we calculated we would need 1 meter 90. So it would be so thick. We rolled it up in itself, and then
like
we got this beautiful Nautilus shape. So we never imagined this to look like a Nautilus shape, but through research and science, we know that this was the best way of doing it. And it's still being sold today. It's made by hand in the UK, and there's actually only 2 people in the world who know how to build this one. So it's a truly amazing product.